Hello, viewers. Welcome to another episode of the Capital Conversation. We are back again to bring you your favorite traders and investors podcast. Like we keep saying every day, this is not an interview. It is actually a conversation that we are going to bring you face to face with your favorite industry experts, with your favorite traders, with your favorite investors, with people who have actually made a mark in the market and are still making a mark in the market. So we are bringing you another episode of this exclusive and exciting conversation today, and I believe you will love it. Get your popcorns and stay glued to your screen. Before we actually start with the conversation, let me give a big shout out to our title sponsors, BDSwiss. BDSwiss is actually the broker of choice that is actually holding our hands in getting all these things together. Without them, this program wouldn't have been successful like this. If you are a trader out there listening to us, make sure you sign up with BDSwiss. You have the tightest spread, you have solid and stable market conditions, you have faster withdrawals and instant deposits across all payment methods, including mobile money. Make sure that you are trading with BDSwiss because they have exciting projects and exciting things for traders in Ghana, in Africa, and make sure you don't miss out. So we are coming back to our conversation today. I have a very important and influential guest on the show that you will love the conversation. Majority of you haven't heard of him before. I know a lot of you are only glued to the social media influencers and social media traders who are actually telling you stuff and posting stuff every day. But there are actually traders out there who are not visible, like you see them every day on social media. There are actually traders out there who are making real mark in the industry, are mentoring people, empowering people in the industry without you getting to know them. That is what this podcast is about. We are going to bring you face to face with all these people. We are going to uproot all of them and bring them to your doorstep so that you can actually have a side view of what is actually going on in the trading industry, apart from what you see or apart from all the noise that you see on social media. So today I have here with me a top trader and a veteran trader who has been in the industry for a very long time, and now as I'm talking to you, he's still in business. He's still a trader. He's still managing a lot of accounts, and he's most importantly the country manager for our title sponsor, BDSwiss. So take your popcorns and just get on with the show. So I'm introducing to you my guests on the show today, Zach Billions, who is the country manager for BDSwiss Ghana. His real name is Richard Jones, but we all know him as Zach Billions because of the billions that he has been making in the market for a very long time. So, boss, welcome to the show today.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Investor Maybach. You've also been my inspiration for many years. I've been following you right from 2019, and here we are. I never thought that we could sit down like this to have this conversation. And I love the fact that today's episode is more of conversation, chatting about our life journeys and how far we've come in the industry, what we are currently doing, the impact that we are having on the people, not only in Ghana but all over Africa, and even outside of Africa and the others that look up to you. And I'm proud of your setup. I'm very proud.
Thank you.
You're doing an amazing job. And for all those that have been backing Investor Maybach or have been following him, I would like to also say congratulations. You're following the right person, and the timing is very, very perfect. So I'm very glad to be on your show, and shout out to also my good friends out there, especially PK Menz, who's been my buddy for many years. Together we are hustling it out, and we are pitching the grounds and make it stronger. So thank you very much for having me on the show.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, so like we said, this is our guest here today. The conversation is going to be a top-notch one, and a one that you are going to really get enlightened on a lot of issues. Issues that you wouldn't hear anywhere. Like we said, our goal is to clear all the illusions and misconceptions about trading and the financial market as a whole in Africa and in Ghana here. because we understand the majority of you have bought into the illusions, a lot of illusions and misconceptions when it comes to trading, and that is the main reason why we're actually bringing you this podcast, because this is one of a kind. This is a first podcast of its kind in Ghana and across Africa, and we intend to make it as big and large as enough so that we will reach a bigger audience. We will enlighten a lot of traders in Ghana and across Africa. We will bring you face to face with the realities in the financial market and in the forex industry. No illusions and nothing more. And a little bit of disclaimer as well. Whatever conversation that we are coming to have here is for educational purposes. We are not here to give investment advice. Whatever we say here or whatever we give here, if you act on this information to make your own decisions in the financial market, you bear the risk on your own. We are only doing this for educational purposes only, not an investment advice and not financial advice. So let's go on with our conversation. So, Zach Billions, my boss. So, walk me through your journey in the financial market as of now, because I remember 2018, 2019, you organized a seminar at Mensvik Hotel, and I was there. At that time, I was still, trying to find my feet in the industry, and I was there for this seminar. And look what the Lord has done. Look where we've been able to get. So walk us through your journey, through that time. And I know you probably started way before that seminar at Mensvik Hotel. So walk us through this journey and enlighten us a little bit about it.
Well, thank you, investor. I will try to make it short, but every industry there are what we call pace setters. I will say that. Yeah, I maybe or not, I am part of the pace setters of traders in Ghana.
Right.
Because directly or indirectly, most of the traders that I don't meet who are doing one way or the other, go like, Zach, I know you somewhere. Like some years ago, you did one or two things that impacted me positively and all of that. So personally, my background is into building technology. I completed KNUST back in 2009.
Wow. 2009. I was in SS1.
So right from sadly, I didn't even go to my graduation ceremony. You know why? Right in school, I was always looking out for opportunities to be an independent person, because I don't want to go through the status quo of having to graduate and then looking for jobs.
The traditional way.
So I started with an industry we call network marketing.
Okay.
Because that is the industry that actually helped me in my communication with people. So I started being able to learn how to talk to people, how to communicate with people, how to speak in public, right from the university. So because of the skill that I acquired in communication, I felt that, okay, let me venture into something that can actually bring out the abilities that is in me, and that is in the area of marketing. So I decided to go more into marketing, but I realized that it wasn't really paying off the way I wanted it. So one time I was walking and then I saw a flyer on the floor, and then the flyer says that make $500 a day. So I picked the flyer and I was like, right, is this really real? I mean, I was so amazed. So I decided to call the person, and then I saw this flyer on the floor, and then it says that make $500 a day. What is it about? Person invited me into the office. Just at that time, I was at busy internet.
If
the place was always busy. So there was a gentleman there. He was actually a Nigerian, and he was training people on how to trade forex.
Okay.
So then I told him I'm interested, and I enrolled.
Because you are seeing $500.
I'm telling you, that was
$500 a day.
So I enrolled there. I mean, at that time, I paid for the mentorship, but the sad part of it was that because I was eager to make money, I didn't finish the mentorship.
Wow.
Then I started borrowing money to trade. And then I started, incurring debt for myself because I didn't learn the skills needed to be able to professionally manage my own account.
Yes,
but I was eager to make money on the go. So I kept making mistakes upon mistakes. So first money I borrowed, I blew it. So I blew it. I borrowed from my friend. Yeah, it was about $300, and I borrowed it, and then I blew it. I borrowed another money from my brother. I blew it. So at a point in time, I wanted to eventually give up. It was around 2015. That was actually got into trading back in 2011.
2011.
Yes,
okay.
that was 2 years after university.
Okay.
That's when I discovered trading. So around 2015, that's 4 years after, then I decided to take my time and then learn the trading properly. So basically the journey from 2015 started transforming, and then 2018 we decided to, that was the crypto boom. We all got involved in the cryptocurrency. Opportunities were coming left and right. We were promoting different platforms and all that. Some worked, some also didn't work. I think that was when we did the event at Mensvik Hotel that we met. But the most important thing, no matter what worked and what didn't work, the impact we had on the people was massive.
And I'm one of those people. I'm actually one of those people.
Because I know 2018 we went down totally. Because we lost on the market, all our portfolios, everything, and so we needed to bounce ourselves back. So we had to go down the drain, face what the reality of what has happened with our portfolio. And then that was back in 2020, just after the COVID. Because after the, what do you call that, 2019, 2018, man started hustling again. I have to go to Nigeria. Sometimes I'm in Sierra Leone. Sometimes I'm in Kenya.
Because it needs to bounce back.
I'm telling you, just to bounce back. So 2020, then we have actually, because 2019 I went back to South Africa. To be able to gain more knowledge and then strategies, and that was when I actually got more exposed on the market. So I told myself that if we are bouncing back, we're going to do the right thing, and that is making sure that the education aspect of the industry is well aligned in the country. So that was since 2020. I gave myself the challenge that I'm going to champion the education aspect of trading in Ghana, and that's what we've been doing all this while.
So you see, it's actually out of your experience, out of your personal experience, that you have become the focal point or focal head of this educational championing of the financial market in Ghana right now and in Africa, as we are talking about. Because like you said, when you started earlier, you didn't have the right education, so you kept blowing one account after the other, and that is basically how it is. In the market, we all went through that phase at some point. That it got to a point that we felt like we didn't need any more education, because we knew how to draw support and resistance, we knew how to draw trend line and all of that. So we felt like we are done with that. Now we can enter the market with any money that we want, and the market is one place that it will discipline you to go back to the drawing board and come again. So I'm actually glad that, like you said, no matter what happened to your portfolio or whatever, the impact you had on people has been huge. And I can attest to it that I was one of those people. I even wrote it on Snapchat this morning that you didn't mentor me directly, but that seminar that I attended, I learned so much from it and all of that. And you see, that is the mark of a good leader and a good person, regardless of whatever personal challenges that you go through. Because all these people who came for that knowledge, all these people that you have impacted, they have their private lives that they are living, and majority of them by now are making their own living, without you and all of that. So regardless of what happened to you personally, you have at least impacted some kind of knowledge into some people that have made them set for life. So that's a good story, and I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed with that. So let's hear a little bit about when you actually became stabilized in the market. After everything that happened and all of that, you bounce back. So when you bounce back, what did you think you need to do different from what happened earlier?
First of all, you see, it's a phase of life. I mean, it cuts across everything in life. Whether you are a trader, you are a businessman, whichever field that you find yourself in, challenges will hit you. But you see, I always tell people that it is not about what happens to you, it's about what you do about what happens. And when you are climbing a mountain, it is not a mountain you overcome, it is yourself. So for me, I take it as whatever that you go through in life, it's a lesson for you, if not for yourself, for the people that are following you. So one thing that I always tell myself is never giving up. So I don't know how to give up, and I don't think unless maybe we are all under the 6 feet. I mean, we are dead. But when I'm climbing, when I'm running, and then I meet a wall and I cannot climb, I don't bounce back.
Yes.
That is one thing about me. And whoever might be listening to us might also be a trader.
Yeah.
And there's a motivation for all of them.
All of them.
When you are running and you meet a wall, don't bounce back.
Yeah.
Even if you cannot climb the wall, even if you have to stay there and then decide to dig, be able to pass under the wall, to be able to get to the other side, you must do it.
Form a ladder there and climb the wall. Yeah.
Because if you don't pass through the wall and you bounce back, I mean, what are you going to tell the people that are looking up to you or they're seeing that our leader want to pass through to get to the other end? So that is what I mean, that many people are interested to get into this industry. And some of them will be able to leverage on our experience to become stronger than us.
Right.
Today, when I see people who are doing well, I don't envy them.
Yes.
I only share the little knowledge and experience. I know you are very successful than me, and of course I acknowledge it. And you know why? I'm very proud. Indirectly, I had a little impact with you. You get it?
Absolutely.
So that is how life is. That is how life is. So I fully bounced back in 2021. That was after the COVID. I told you I was just gallivanting from Nigeria to Kenya. 2021, and then a lot of people, PK himself, testified. Yeah. We bounced back very strongly, and that was when because I learned how to trade Nasdaq.
Okay.
So my breakthrough came from Nasdaq trading. Up till now, I still love trading Nasdaq. It's the only pair I do, and I don't make noise because of the path in which I have taken. Yeah. I decided to focus much more on the education part of it, and then also the corporate side of our industry. Okay. And that is working with brokerage firms. Work with a couple of brokerage firms, but currently I'm with BDSwiss as officially with them. And then also I am the director for Zach Institute, which is championing education in the country, which of course you attest to that, what we are doing currently to building the knowledge base of individuals that are looking to enter into the industry, so they don't repeat the mistake we did. They don't become like us.
That's the most important thing.
Because what I went through, maybe you might not be able to go through.
Yes.
Because people, when they come into this industry, they have the mentality of get rich quick scheme.
Yes.
So for instance, somebody who have this get rich quick scheme mentality meet another trader who also have that mentality of get rich quick.
Because that's what social media sells to them.
Exactly. And then that get rich quick trader ends up blowing the account of the get rich thinker. Obviously, the get rich thinker doesn't understand how the market works.
Yes.
So you know what is going to happen? The only place he knows is the police station. Yes. So
I understand. Yeah.
So yes, you asked me, have I slept in the cells before? Yes, I have. Because the mentality I had was, I need to trade to make money quick. And then the trader you are the investor you are trading for also want to make money quick on his money. So you end up making mistakes, and he doesn't understand why you lost the money. So all the people listening to us out there, the advice we will give to them that let them not repeat the mistakes some of us made when we started, because we didn't have any mentors. We didn't have any mentors. We didn't have anybody to teach us that, okay, before you trade, you need to understand proper risk management. You need to understand, the psychology aspect. We didn't go through all of that. So I would say we were on the market gambling. So 2020, I made the decision that no, I'm not going to repeat my mistakes again. I'm going to do the right thing. And I'm telling you, from 2020 up to today, 2024, it's been a very smooth journey.
Yeah, and this is why I keep telling people every day that you can't really make it as expected in the trading industry without a mentor. And when we say that, people actually think that it's because we want them to come to us so that we take their money and mentor them. But look at the experience that he's talking about. Look at the experience that you're talking about.
The truth of the matter is that if a mentor right now, if you tell me that, Richie, you have a new system that works well, and then you want to sell it to me for, let's say, $2,000, I will buy. You know why I will buy the system, or I'll buy the mentorship or the training? Because that money, $2,000, if I take it to the market will take it.
Yes, and that's and that's what people don't understand.
Yes. So people think that, okay, paying a mentor something like, let's say, $500, the thing is too expensive.
It's too expensive.
But I'm telling you, within 6 months, you will have ended up giving or lost close to $5,000 on a global market.
And I keep telling people that if you swerve, or if you feel like you don't want to pay a mentor because, okay, the money that you will use to pay a mentor, you rather use that money to fund an account to go and trade in the market, I promise you 100% that the market is going to take a much bigger money than that money you're supposed to use to pay a mentor. And you are never going to get that experience that the mentor would have given you. You understand? And that is what people need to understand. And I don't blame majority of these people that much because of what they have been sold to them on social media. Because today, when you go to social media today, people are actually selling the idea that I can teach you how to trade in a week. I can teach you how to trade in a month. So come and pay this, come and pay this, come and pay that, right? So people actually think that trading is something that you can actually use a month or use a week to build that kind of skill. So if they go to that side and they don't get the required skill, the required benefit that they want, or the required value for their money that they want to pay over there, they probably maybe move to another mentor, because there are a lot of them on social media. One Telegram group to another, they probably move to another mentor or another Telegram group. When they experience the same thing over there, then now they come back to the reality that this is not how it is. Then they start calling forex a scam, and that is what is happening. And from the story that you are telling me now, I personally have learned a lot from this story, because you capitalize on the downside of what you went through to formulate a plan that you don't want the future generation to go through this same problem that you are going through. So you should come out there to champion a certain course that, hey, if you want to actually learn, or if you want to actually be in the forex industry as we are now, you need to prioritize your education. And that's what we are talking about here.
It's very important.
And that is one thing that this podcast is about. Our main goal, our main aim, is to educate people, enlighten traders in Ghana and across Africa, and to give them the reality that it is not as you see on social media. It doesn't look like that at all. That is why you need to get closer to people who have been in the industry for long. Right? Because you have been in the industry since 2011. That is how many years now, right? 30 years of experience. I'm in my 10th year. So if you meet people like us and we are telling you that this is what the industry looks like, I don't think, you should be going out there seeing a social media influencer who has been trading for 3 years and 2 years telling you something different.
The point is, and I know you and I, we are both comfortable without anybody coming for mentorship or coming to say that, okay, investor Maybach, I want to pay you to mentor me. No, honestly, we don't need that money. Honestly, I don't need the money.
Right.
But I love the fact that, we are building one Africa and one Ghana, especially my country, Ghana.
Yeah.
There are a lot of hardship in this country. A lot of hardship. Simply because there are two aspects of the global job market. We have the local job market, and then we have the global job market.
Absolutely.
You get the point. So people travel outside Ghana instead of green pastures in order to participate in the global job market, because the global job market pays you in foreign currencies.
Yes.
Local job market pays you in the local currency. So definitely the champion will be the global job market.
Yes.
But there is a new, paradigm shift in the way we make money, because the world has become global.
Yes.
You don't need to travel outside Ghana in order to be rich as those who travel out of the country, because you can be here and participate in the global job market.
Absolutely.
And so that is why the championing of our generation after us, what we are doing here is generational.
Yes.
Because the education we are impacting people is going to go on and on. The currently conversation that we are having here, you're going to put it on YouTube or wherever you're going to put it, and years to come. Generations will listen.
Even when we are gone.
Exactly. So you need to understand that you can actually become successful in this country without you having to travel outside the country by learning a skill. You can be IT guru. When you are an IT guru, you get access to the global job market, because if you're working like freelance, platforms, you can be working for people outside the country by providing them IT services.
Yes.
You can participate. You can build a system globally that maybe has cryptocurrency, attached to it, that will have global appeal.
Yes.
But all these things is a skill acquisition. This is not just about book long knowledge. It's a skill acquisition. So if you want to participate on the global job market, you need to learn a skill. And one of the strategic or the most beneficial skill you can acquire is the forex market. The forex market. Yes. It is one of the most lucrative skills.
Yeah, because we are talking about the largest financial market in the world.
So even today, if you're in Ghana, you make extra, let's say $1, you convert it to Ghana currency.
That is almost 13 cities.
13 cities. And 13 cities can buy you, something, So the strategy, how things started changing for me was, I started, I stopped dreaming, so big. Of course, I boxed my dream. Not that I threw it away. I boxed my dream. And then, because when I went down, I need to back myself up. Yes. Nobody is going to do it for me. I got to do it myself.
Yes.
So how do I start? How do I bounce myself back? If I was eating at Kempinski, I have to stop going to Kempinski and now start, eating at one small corner where nobody can see me. Of course. But the point is that if we're making $10,000 before you went down, you have to now start making $10.
Yes.
$100. $50 before you can also have the mentality of still making, because when I went down and I want to bounce back, like I get capital or let's say $5,000 because of the mentality of handling big money, because
you have handled hundreds of thousands,
exactly. So that mentality kept making me lose and so if somebody is in the same situation that as I went in, what I would advise you is that lower your expectation. Bring it down entirely. And now think that, okay, how do I stay consistent? How do I make $10 a day, but tomorrow I will continue to make that $10? Not like want to make $1,000 a day, then tomorrow you have lost the 1,000. No. Change the mentality of, making it big, but work towards consistency. And then eventually, the big thing will start, falling in gradually as you build the base. Yeah.
Well, I think that's a good point. And all the people who are listening to us, I know that there will be a lot of new traders who will be listening to us, and this point that you've made, that there is something about having money and losing it all that people don't understand. That when you used to trade $100,000 or a $200,000 account, and you get back to the stage where now you've lost everything and you have to start again from a $1,000 account. Like I said, you need a whole psychological restructuring.
I'm telling you.
Right? You need a whole psychological restructuring that will empower you to understand the reality that now you need to start from scratch all over again.
I'm telling you.
Because if you were trading with 10 lot sizes on a $100,000 or on the $200,000 account, and now you are down to a $1,000 account, you can't be using the same 10 lot sizes risk on that same account. You need to come down. You need to come down to maybe 0.10 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So, and that is one thing that people also need to understand, that this is a global job market that we are playing in, and there are a lot of opportunities on the internet that people are not realizing. Let's take forex, or let's take this trading industry for example. The unemployment rate on this side of our world is very high.
Very, very
and
high.
Apart from even the unemployment rate, our minimum wage is less than $2 a day.
It's serious.
Yes, our minimum wage is less than $2 a day. So if you are having a job, or if you've spent 4 years in the university to get a degree that is paying you, let's say 1,000 Ghana cedis every month, or 2,000 cedis every month, 2,000 cedis every month is less than $200.
Yeah.
Right? It's less than $200. But someone who is trading, or someone who is a trader, can actually make that money in minutes. Or even in hours a day, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I think the main reason why that we want to champion the forex education in Ghana and Africa as a whole is actually to enlighten people to know, or to have a broader perspective of the world that we live in. That you don't have to limit yourself to the traditional way of thinking, or a traditional way of building wealth that we have all been made to know over the years. Because I was telling somebody yesterday, and I was even posting on my Snapchat, that majority of the traditional ways of building wealth, or majority of the ways, traditional ways of gaining financial independence that we've been taught, will actually lead you to financial slavery.
I'm telling you.
Yes, and that is what people are not realizing. That's what people are not trying to understand.
Yeah.
Because people are so fixated in that mindset that once I've gone to school, I need to go and look for a job. I need to go looking for a job. I don't need to, worry myself sitting down, brainstorming, learning a skill or something like that, right? And now there are a lot of plumbers and a lot of people with hard skills out there who are taking a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because let me give you an example. The guy who laid the tiles, who did the tiling work in my house here, the whole house from first floor to third floor, the guy used like 2.5 weeks to finish the entire job.
I see.
And the workmanship I paid is over 30,000 for workmanship. Right? I bought my own tiles, I bought my own tile cement and all that. Just workmanship. Him laying the tiles over there. I paid over 30,000 workmanship for this same job. And now that same job I would have paid more than that.
Yeah.
45,000, I would have paid for it. There's a person who has that hard skill that he is eating from it. If this Tyler, who probably didn't even go to school, had gone to work for a corporation or had gone to look for a job, that 30-something thousand would have been his 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months salary.
Honestly, investor, the thing is that I don't know if today I am to become the president of Ghana. In fact, I will not promote tertiary education in this country. No, I will promote skill acquisition.
When we tell them, they say we are footballers.
I will promote skill acquisition because there's nothing as beautiful as knowing what to do, with your hands.
Yes.
You can learn how to, this plumbing thing you're talking about. You can learn how to do masonry. I know how to do masonry before I got to the university because my father was a mason. Okay. So I learned from him. Yeah. And so I can, lay blocks, I can do plastering and all of that. And those are the things I was doing when I was in university to take care of myself.
Yes.
So a skill is something you acquire. Nobody can take it from you.
Take it from you.
No matter what. So when circumstances hit you, where no help is coming from anywhere, you will follow your skill.
Yes.
So when people say that, I didn't go to university. No. I said, no. You don't need a university. You don't need a university in this era that we are in. Look, there has been industrial, there have been globalization of wealth. Gone were the days that we were so much acclimatized to the industrial revolution.
Yes.
The industrial revolution, then we moved to information. You realize that those that got into the information evolution side actually became very wealthy.
Yes.
And then we moved.
And it started from the dot-com bubble in 1990.
Exactly. Those that started, building industries, they were the billionaires, who today we used to reference them. Now we move to the information industry. Then from the information industry, we move to the digitalization industry. Yes. And there's a new shift coming. Do you know the shift? That is artificial intelligence.
That's AI, yes.
That is AI.
So we are moving through phases.
I am telling you, that is the AI. You understand? So even when it comes to our trading industry, there is a shift coming in our trading industry. That is AI is a lot of traders are now building AI systems,
building robots,
trading indicators, trading strategies, trading systems that actually makes trading to become simple and all of that. And thank God, at Zach Institute, these are some of the things that we teach people how to build your own trading systems and all that. And it will be impacting
it's all about
people.
it's all about education. It's all about education, and that is what we intend to actually champion in Ghana and across Africa. We just want to. We are not here to take you out of your dream of becoming a pilot or a lawyer or whatever by going to school. We are trying to tell you that you can actually get an auxiliary skill that when your certificate fails you or when the economy fails you, you can actually do something for yourself with a skill that you have. Because you can wake up tomorrow and the job market will fail you. You can wake up tomorrow and you'll be laid off. A mentor told me some time ago that all it takes is one conversation in the other room for you to lose your job, right? And it's that's really resonated with me because I remember I've shared this story countless times, and even in my book, that when I completed high school, I worked in a guest house, right? And all it took me was 3 weeks for me to wake up that this is not the world that I belong to. Because I felt that I didn't belong to this place. But maybe you probably wouldn't have that same experience that I have. But we are trying to tell people, we are trying to enlighten the younger generation that, you need to learn something. You need to get a hard skill that you can actually, and that is part of the education that we are trying to pass across. Not just about forex trading, not just about investing, not just about financial market, but about everything that we think will help the young people coming out there to make the best decisions for themselves instead of always having to soak themselves up into the decisions that their parents are making for them, which is strictly by following the following the traditional ways of doing things.
Yeah.
So so like we are saying, let's get back to our conversation.
Okay.
So we now understand, or we now know what you went through, right? You bounced back, you didn't give up, and now you've come back as a 2.0 version of yourself.
I'm telling you, now the level is serious.
Yes. you are now back as a 2.0 version of yourself that you want to champion the educational process of the trading industry across Ghana and Africa as well. And now, like you said, you've worked with a couple of brokers, that now you're officially working with BDSwiss.
Yeah.
Me personally, it was just last year that I heard of BDSwiss, me personally.
Okay.
But I researched about them and I found that they have been in the industry for over 12 years.
Yeah.
12 to 15 years now.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know them, right?
Yeah.
And now you have been one of the pioneers to to bring this kind of stuff to our doorstep, that now there are a lot of traders in Ghana who know about BDSwiss, and now me personally, I'm trading with them. I have people who are trading with them as well. Tell me about how you came across BDSwiss and how you felt like this is a credible broker that when you bring them down here, or when you enlighten people down here about this brokerage, it will actually help the new traders that are coming and even the existing traders that are already in the market.
Yeah, thank you very much, investor. Actually, maybe you didn't know, but I'll tell you that BDSwiss is my 4th broker I have officially brought in this country.
Okay.
Yes, I will not mention the rest, but I know a couple, about 2 different brokers that are still operating in the country. Okay. I am no more there, but I know there are management that are operating with them and stuff like that. I leverage on my relationships with the people on the global job market. That is why I say that it's very important as you are climbing on the ladder, in as much as you're looking for money, also learn how to build healthy relationships.
Yes, that's very, very important.
Put that jealousy thing, kill that jealousy thing out of your life and build healthy relationship, because you don't know what tomorrow is going to bring into your life. So it is out of my relationships. Sometimes I will be there and then someone will approach me that they're looking to open Ghana, whether I'm available for them to champion things with me. And so it was back in 2022. Yeah, that was when BDSwiss messaged me due to a relationship that I had with one of their top management. But then I was trading on my own with a broker that I also brought in the country. Yeah. So, but then I knew about BDSwiss as a top brand. I love their branding, everything about the company. There's no denying fact about it. But I was not dreaming of even going to work with them. So it was 2022. They approached me and I told them, yes, I'm available, provided they will be able to meet the condition of working together, especially in Ghana, because I'm not interested to champion a cause where I don't know the people behind it. I don't know what their vision is for the country and all of that. So I told them, first of all, let us start small, because I didn't give them any demands. I made them aware that I'll prove myself that yes, I can lead them in the country.
Okay. So
we started off on a ramp, like bringing in people to trading with them, and our first 3 months we did amazing performance with them, and now I was on a good grounds to give them my conditions.
Because you need to establish that.
Of course. And it's a lesson to everybody. You know, when you are dealing with people in the West, you need to give them something to leverage on,
they want you to prove yourself,
so they can see your value. Don't go begging, you know, because when you beg, they don't this value.
They don't take you serious.
So I give them my condition. Number 1 condition is, first of all, I need to come to Cyprus to see where they operate. The entire company, in terms of management, everybody behind it, and then secondly, they need to open an office in the country. Yeah, those are the 2 demands I gave to them, and so they succumbed to both the 2 demands. And then I visited Cyprus. I met with the owners of BDSwiss. I met with all the management together with my partner. We met with all of them. They were excited to host that.
And I think I saw that. I saw that trip.
Yeah, so that trip actually, it gave us the confidence and also them as well. Then we came back to open the educational center, which represented by. And
if I could recall, I think is the only broker that has an educational center in Ghana here.
Yes, it is. I mean, in terms of infrastructure, technology systems, dedication, BDSwiss is number 1. Currently in the country, and we are represented in the country by ZAC Institute. Officially registered with Registry General and all of that. So and we are on the path to becoming number 1 in Ghana. And in the next year or 2, we are going to be everywhere. We are going to conquer, whether they like it or not. We are going to take the market.
Because since me myself. I started.
I know by you. Let me talk about you, because I don't need to blow your horns. So far, I mean, amazing works that you guys are doing with us. It's quite interesting for media campaigns and all the knowledge sharing, the testimony, the brand awareness. It's been quite amazing, especially from your side. And I would love to say kudos to the job you are
yes,
doing.
We are all part of
For us to build a brand strongly.
Yeah.
It's all, and one thing I love about this broker is they focus more on education.
Okay.
Even though every broker needs money, but they believe that the only way to get more money is to impart more knowledge to the people.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I love about this broker. And that's the main reason why I affiliated myself. And I'm sure that is the main reason why you also affiliated yourself.
Yeah, because education is very important to me as well. Like I keep saying this, that the reason why I talk to people about mentorship is not because I want your money, because it's not because I want to collect your mentorship money, because I don't need that money, honestly. I don't need that money, but I believe in impacting knowledge and impacting lives of people. So when I meet people, I always want to leave a mark in that person's life, so that even if tomorrow I'm not there, I'm not in your life, one day there is going to be this memory that you're going to remember me, that, hey, I used to have this friend who taught me this, who taught me this, who taught me that. And that's what I believe in. Because I believe that even if you give me $100,000 today, that money can finish in a jiffy, right?
Yeah.
But if I impact you a certain knowledge, or if I tell you something that is going to stick with you, for you to be making money with it, or for you to be leading your life with it, it's going to stick forever.
Yeah.
Because no one is going to a big man friend of mine told me some time ago that, hey, the reason why it is very important for you to leave a mark or leave a good legacy whilst you are alive is because when you die, nobody is going to remember that you were rich. Nobody is going to remember your money, because it's your family that is going to take care of your money. And once you are dead, your family are not going to have the same exposure as you had when you were alive.
Yeah.
So basically, your name connecting to your money will die with you.
Exactly.
But the legacy that you leave, the impactation that you impact people's life, and the how you are going to touch people's life will live forever with your name. Because a lot of people are going to remember you, the fond memories they had with you, the knowledge that you impacted with them, and all these things that you did with them. Right? So I believe in education, and I'm a top proponent of that whenever I meet people or whenever I encounter people, I want to leave that mark with those people. Not just about the money, because like I said, I don't need that money, because if you pay me a $500 for mentorship, I can make that money by myself. Whichever way that I can. So I think I commend BDSwiss once again for the responsibility of deciding to champion the educational terrain in Ghana and Africa, with regards to the new generation traders that are coming up. Because like I said, one of the main goals that I have for this podcast is for me to correct, or for us to correct, the illusions and misconceptions that have been sold to a lot of new traders and a lot of upcoming traders by social media.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, to comment on that a little, that's one thing that I personally, I don't fancy, trying to put your life out there for everybody to see that, oh yeah, you have made it. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes, you can do that once in a while to show as a motivation for those that are following you, to learn something that, yes, you from where you are coming from to where you have arrived. But the kind of lifestyle people portray on the internet,
am I just not real?
Actually, yes, it is not real.
Majority of them are not
I
real.
see some of them, especially some guys I've been seeing from South Africa. They go to Dubai, they rent Lamborghini.
Oh yeah, majority of them are not real.
Beautiful cars. Yes. They take pictures, some of them in videos. They'll be riding and a whole lot of stuff. All they do that to be able to sell their courses.
Yes.
And all of that. Those are fake things.
Majority of them.
Exactly. So the point is that you don't need to necessarily. You can only use that as a motivation, but you still need to go down to learn the skill. Yes. Even from that person who is not probably might not be showing his lifestyle on the internet. You can still get to learn something valuable from that person. And there are a lot of people,
there are a lot of well-established, legit traders out there who are not even on social media.
Exactly, so many of them.
Yes.
So many of them.
And that is what the visual concept of society that has been sold to us is that we only believe what people try to show us on the internet, right? So now, even if you and I, you are doing much better than I'm doing, and I am showing to the world, or I am showing to social media that this is my life, this is the lifestyle that I'm living, and you are not showing. People, ignorantly assumes that I'm richer than you or I'm much better than you.
You know. Let me tell you something. A story, something I haven't told you. When I didn't know you directly.
Yeah.
But so when PK told me about you, and then he gave me your Instagram link, I came there, I checked on you. The questions I threw to him, I said, "Are you sure this guy is real? Are you sure this guy is real?" Because I don't really like getting closer to social media in terms of those who. But I said, okay, fine, I understand. So, but I would like to know him, and I would like to get closer to know the things that he portrays on the internet, whether he actually have them, as a real, physical evidence to show that he actually is a successful person in the industry and all that. And I'm sitting here, I'm sitting here, I'm experiencing it myself and all of that. I know it's an inspiration, even to me as a mentor. It's an inspiration to me. Because then I was like, okay, can I also start showing myself, but it's not really necessary. The point is that it's not about what you have. It's about the impact you have on the people. That really matters most. Because like the saying actually goes that you can have a lot of things. When you die, those things dies with you.
Yes, absolutely.
But the impact you leave on the lives of people will continue to live on and on from generations to come. Yes. So you can live the lifestyle you want to live, but make sure that you are actually impacting people's life. That is why I was very much proud to see that you're coming up with this Capital Conversation podcast. And so when you invited me to be here, I said, this is it. We are going to go down to actually create a real impact. And then also I heard about the live trading program you have started at the BDSwiss office on Thursdays, where you can come live and you can come and trade live with a team, with your funded account. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I feel good for that. I personally am interested, for us to make it.
I think it's an initiative that will go a long way into actually bringing a lot of both new and old traders together. Because the trading space in Ghana and Africa is very toxic. There is a lot of toxicity in the industry over here, with a lot of people like it's like a competition. People, this one showing this is better than this, better than this, better than that. And my goal over the next few years is to bring the industry together, right?
Very good initiative.
Bring the industry together. Allow people or champion mending broken relationships in the industry, because we are living in a market that has a daily liquidity of $7 trillion. Right. There is no dignity in me saying that I'm better than you or you being better than me. Okay, there's $7 trillion in the market. Let's go get it, but together. Right? So I don't understand all this competition that is in the industry about this and this and this. If it is mentorship money and courses money that you guys are fighting for, I think we can do it in a very civilized way. Other than all these banters that we see on social media today, you will see this fighting this. There is no unity in the industry. And I think that is one of my major goals over the next few years, that I want to actually bring, I want to actually put a stop to this and bring traders across Ghana and Africa together, because we cannot win together. The sky is a very big place for all of us to survive. So there is no need, fighting ourselves and all of that. And even though I personally don't have a lot of friends in the industry, but I know someone who has a lot of connection to some of these people, and I want to leverage, on that, and my personality to actually, mend broken relationships, and just to make people understand that, we are not fighting against ourselves.
Not at all. We are not looking at
the battle is just for us to make money.
Exactly.
It's for us to make money. So so like I said, the Thursday trading session that I initiated was for me to start up with that.
Let me share a testimony about this initiative. That's why I said I was so much impressed. Last week I wasn't around, so I there was a gentleman I recommended to go through the training model. So he started the training. He doesn't know anything about forex. So he started the training Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then, our tutor told him that there's a live trading on Thursday.
Okay.
So the guy, he hasn't done trading before, all in his life. The guy funded, in his account, $50, to come and try the live trading with you. And after the live trading, he called me the boss. Charlie, this thing you introduced me, if it is real, if this is actually, because before he left the office, he has made $50 now, his equity is $85.
So that is 35.
I am telling you.
Profit.
So imagine that it was the capital he was having was $1,000 or $10,000. That means that you will have made
much bigger than that.
Exactly.
And by now, this is a guy that is making 1,000 cedis or 1,500 cedis a month, and he has
no, of course. So you know that really gave me the assurance that yes, there's a future with what we have started doing in terms of impacting the people with the knowledge that we have acquired. So I will encourage you, don't stop the live trading. And if you are listening to us, don't miss it, because it's very, very important. If you are struggling, if you're a hustler, in this industry, if you keep blowing account left and right, if your strategy is not peaking the way you want it to be, just visit the live trading session on Thursdays, because if you are not coming, it means you are losing. If you are not trading with Investor Mayback and a team, it means you are losing.
Thursday, come and meet me every Thursday. Every Thursday, let's trade together. So we're about to wrap up the conversation. Let me ask you the last question, so that we wrap up with the whole conversation. So what is apart from the educational aspect, the educational goal that BDSwiss has for Ghana and Africa, what is the long-term goal as well with regards to customer service provision and the service as well, the brokerage service as well, to Ghanaian traders and to traders in Africa? What is the long-term plan and long-term goal? Are you guys planning any events for traders? Are you guys planning any what do you have in the pipeline?
Okay, the ball will roll out as we move along, but let me just give a hint that currently as we speak, we are planning one of the biggest events in the country. Okay. It's going to be very big, very, very big, close to like over 1,000. That is what we are targeting before the year ends. That is for 2024. Okay. Where all the traders from the Cyprus are going to come in and all of that, including you yourself.
I can't wait.
It's going to be very, very big. We are planning the whole program. That is in the pipeline. But aside that, like the focus of BDSwiss is to provide education in the country, and then also to give you the reliable, transparent platform to be able to trade, because the industry is very difficult. Honestly speaking, anybody that tells you that you can make money on the fly is not telling you the truth. The industry is very difficult. So if you don't find yourself with a reliable broker, that is also another punishment on its own. Yes. So when you are choosing a broker, you must choose a broker with transparency, with a high regulation. BDSwiss has over 4 or 5 different regulation that covers them in terms of license. So they are highly regulated. So in terms of transparency, in terms of spread, in terms of fast execution, it's one top notch. In terms of execution wise, in terms of asset, when I say asset, talking of trading instrument, over thousands of instruments you can get access to. Also, when you come on the platform, you can connect with experienced traders in the form of something we call PAM.
That's a PAM.
The PAM system. If you're a new trader, you can copy the trades of experienced people on the platform. Okay. So you can make money whilst you are learning. Okay, get it. At the same time, we give out, the disclaimer. The disclaimer that it is not a get-rich-quick scheme. So terms and conditions apply. Whatever information we are giving out here is for educational purposes. Yes. We don't advise you that go and quit your job and come and trade on BDSwiss, or go and withdraw your money from the bank and then come and... No, that is not what we are advising you to do. What we are advising you to do is that take a second look at the global job market opportunities and then acquire skills. And these skills, you can pass it on to others. You can actually enrich yourself, and then you can eventually begin to dream, because we all dream. The only person who does not dream again is the person who is dead.
Yes.
So absolutely. If you're a person and you don't dream, that means that you are not living. So you must dream, and when you dream, you must dream freedom.
Yes.
And you cannot be free if you don't have financial freedom.
Yes.
So financial freedom, there are 2 things: health and wealth. You cannot do away with any of them. Yes. You cannot do away with these 2 things. So whilst you are praying to God for good health, work smarter with your hands and make the money.
Financial freedom is
and you can achieve the freedom
the most important thing
that you are looking to.
Okay, so viewers, I hope you still have some of your popcorn in your hands, because it has been a very lively conversation. We've actually touched on a lot of things. with the country manager of BDSwiss Ghana. I hope we will actually bring you an episode 2 of this conversation where we will dive into the real art of trading and share a lot of market and trading knowledge with you guys. We entreat you guys to stay with us. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for sticking to us. And like I said, this is a podcast that we are about to use to cancel a lot of illusions and misconceptions that people have been sold to about trading, the forex market and the financial market as a whole. We are coming to reprogram you on the right path to finding your way inside the financial market and achieving the financial freedom that you want. Until we meet again next time, I wish you good health. I wish you long life as well. I wish you prosperity. I wish all your dreams come true as well, so that you can sit down here to listen to us again for the next time. Thank you once again and see you soon.
Thank you.